guys doing today? Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I told you guys I was going to do a video about everything that I've dealt with as far as health. I feel like this, I don't have any notes. I just decided, you know, let me go get on here and talk about my experiences concerning health and stuff like that. So just in case I can help anybody, or just give somebody some kind of glimmer of hope, you know, as far as their situation. So but first, y'all, I wanted to get into all of my jewelry. I have jewelry. I like to wear my jewelry like this. Like, y'all, I have a lot of jewelry and I need to wear it, okay? I have on this long flowy dress skirt thing. Well, it's not a dress, it's a maxi skirt, and it's really long, and I just tucked it under. So yeah, we feeling very like fallish today, baby. We feeling fallish. That's what we feeling. We feeling fallish today. All I need is some leaves coming down or something. Like, we're gonna have to put some leaves coming down or something, cause sis feeling, she feeling it, okay? And I had on these glasses. I mean, so yeah, she was giving the fall vibes, baby. Like, so now let me stop. This is not about that. Let's get serious for just a little bit about my experience. Y'all can see the light through the, see, it gets dark in here if I don't have the light on. So we need the light. So, but I want to keep these glasses on, so I don't know. We're gonna take them out. The first thing as far as health that I have experienced that has been very traumatizing is epilepsy. Epilepsy, y'all, I dealt with from the age 12 all throughout my 20s. Yeah, so from 12 years old to like late 20s. My first epileptic episode was 3 seizures in a row. I was in a medically induced coma, and I get emotional thinking about this, y'all, because this is a very hard thing to talk about, because I'm a walking miracle. I'm a walking miracle. Yeah, so when I was like 12 or 13, I had 3 seizures back to back. They wouldn't stop. So like I said, I ended up in the hospital. I think I was in a coma for a week or 2. And it got to the point where my family had to, the doctors were saying that they had to make a decision on my life. Like, what do y'all want to do? I will say my grandpa stepped in and he was like, no, we're going to keep on praying. We're going to keep praying. We're going to keep praying. When they approached him about that, he actually got together with the family. All the family was there, y'all. Both sides, mom and dad side, both was there. They got together. They started praying. Even the doctors came in the room and they were praying over me. And as my grandpa was praying, I opened my eyes, y'all. I remember this because it was very, very, you know, now that I'm older and I kind of understand it more, you know, it's like, whoa. But I opened my eyes to family members, to everybody being there. When I opened my eyes, everybody was like shocked. The doctors were shocked. But I do remember like seeing all my family and just being disoriented and just kind of, I'm just picturing me like in that moment. It was very traumatic, y'all. And I opened my eyes, and I feel like that's because my grandpa not giving up and saying, no, we're gonna continue to pray. So that's what he did, you know, and thank God for the prayers, and thank God for, you know, bringing me back, you know. But after I had that coma and got out the hospital, I kept having seizures. I ended up being on medication that I was called Dilantin, which I was being overdosed in. They were giving me too much medicine. they thought I was doing drugs because of how much medicine was in my system. So they stopped the Dilantin. I had to stop the Dilantin for like 6 months. They started me on a new medicine, which was Tegretol. Tegretol worked sometimes, you know, like I said, but I would have seizures here and there. I was in and out the hospital most of, you know, my childhood, you know, on into my adulthood, you know, like my 20s, y'all. I mean, I'm kind of fast forwarding here, so this video ain't like for 60 hours long, you know, but fast forward to my adulthood, I consistently had seizures. I had met my husband at a young age. I feel like God does everything well, everything. I could not have gotten through half of those things in adulthood without my husband. He was there. He took me to the hospital. He made sure I was watched after while he was working, you know, by people. They would come and watch me and stuff like that. I've had a few different people have to watch me and keep an eye on me because, you know, I couldn't be by myself. I couldn't take a shower by myself. Whew. I couldn't be by myself. I had my license taken for a few years until the medication started to actually work more and I would not have epilepsy, so, you know, seizures so often. Like I told y'all in my previous video, my 20s were ruined. I pretty much, a lot of my childhood and a lot of my, in like my 20s and, you know, teen years, y'all, was pretty much zapped up with being sick. I had to calm down, y'all. I had to get myself together. So, like I said, my daughter's crying because she wants to sit right here with me, but she will literally, you know, but, and I'm by myself with my daughters, you know. But like I said, y'all, you know, my 20s were zapped. You know, I couldn't do a lot of stuff. I couldn't work. I couldn't do a lot of stuff, y'all. I was so limited on everything that I did. It was a lot. Got through that. I think my seizures stopped when I turned like 28. So when I was 28, that's kind of when I noticed that we were good, you know, or I felt like, you know, I still feel like, you know, we were good. But in that midst of that 20s, y'all, I did deal with vertigo. Vertigo is like a symptom to kind of go along with that, and, you know, and I do want to mention too that if you are somebody that deals with epilepsy, or you know somebody that deals with epilepsy, I would say do not ever leave them alone. The reason why is because you cannot fend for yourself after a seizure. You're pretty much in a delusional state, and I know that sounds pretty delusional, like, but yeah, it's almost like you're like here but you're not here. You need somebody to be there to kind of watch over you, catch you if you fall. I've had a few where I was standing at my window. I didn't even know. I walked over to the window and I just fell out. You know, so so that's why you need somebody with you. I would say the best medication that I have taken, I would say no to Dilantin. I would say yes to Tegretol. I had taken Tegretol for years, but overall, like I said, if you have the right care team and the right people around you, you can really get through it. Or whatever, you probably will lose some memory. I do remember certain things that have happened in my life, but a lot of stuff I do not recall because of the epilepsy. So that was the one sickness that I've dealt with, along with the vertigo. And the vertigo still I still kind of deal with vertigo a little bit sometimes. So that hasn't really gone anywhere too much. Sometimes it comes, you know, but yeah, we deal with the vertigo. Another thing that I dealt with when I turned, I don't remember the ages, y'all. Like, I know I ended up with a kidney stone. I had these bad pains. I did not know what was going on. I did not know. I just had bad pains. I went to the hospital. They did a CAT scan and found I had a huge kidney stone, y'all, about that big. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I didn't have an option for, you know how people, they be like, you have an option to let it pass or to get surgery. I didn't have an option. I had to have surgery to have it removed because it was so big. They had to break it up in my, when I was put to sleep to get it out. That kidney stone bothered me for a long time, y'all. I could not understand what was going on, why I was in pain, what was happening. I mean, I had pains all through here. It was just horrible. Y'all, so that was a horrible experience. And I say, if you feeling any type of pain in your abdomen area, go to the emergency room, y'all. People think certain things are like nonchalant and just look at it like, oh, you know, but no. Another thing that I want to talk about was, this was my experience. I actually started to lose weight. I lost 30 pounds in a week. I was so skinny, y'all. Like, if I can find the picture, I was literally so skinny. It was crazy. We thought that it was, you know, cancerous because the doctors couldn't figure it out. They were running tests, y'all. I had so many tests run, so much blood taken. Y'all, we could not understand what was going on. In that same situation, I could not eat. I had an issue with eating. I couldn't eat at all, y'all. Like, it got to the point, I have videos on this stuff too, like old videos, but this happened probably in 2020. I want to say it was 2020 or 2021. The years may fall short because I'm thinking it was 2020 or 2021. I started to have an issue where when I would eat something, it felt like it was right here. Everything. It felt like I just had I could not even get food to go down, y'all. And this situation, y'all, literally stressed me out because I was hungry, but I could not eat. So at that moment, the doctors did think it was, they had to rule out cancer because of the weight loss and the not being able to eat. Mind you, I was eating, but I lost 30 pounds within a week before I couldn't even eat anything. So that was the concerning part about it. Once I go to the emergency room because I was having sharp pains. Like, I thought I had another kidney stone. I was having sharp pains all, like, everywhere, y'all. I was having sharp pains to the point of, like, I'm like, I know I'm not pregnant. Like, I know it. Y'all, come to find out, I get to the emergency room. I'm asking them to get me in a bed because I cannot stand up no more. I cannot sit up no more. I need to lay down because my body is, you know, calling for me to lay down. Y'all, I pass out in the emergency room. I remember a team of doctors, nurses, I mean the whole dang on staff came running towards me, caught me, put me on a bed, and they took me back to some random room and they pulled out a little scanner, and they found that I had gallstones in my gallbladder. My gallbladder was completely filled with gallstones. My gallbladder stopped working. So, my gallbladder stopped working, and they had to do a surgery. The surgery happened like a week later because it literally was causing me to just pass out. So, they removed the gallbladder. I had that surgery, and I have videos about that stuff, and you know, me after surgery. I showed my surgery scars in the videos from, you know, 2 years ago. And I had that surgery, and I didn't even know you couldn't. I did not know that you could not live, that you could live without a gallbladder. I was so scared, y'all. I have never. It was so crazy, y'all. So I do not have a gallbladder. My gallbladder stopped working. That was what the pain was and was causing me to pass out. Was that as far as the weight loss and the throat issue, that I'm not sure. At first I thought it had something to do with the gallbladder and they were working together, because my gallbladder was so full and it wasn't working. It kind of went together, but not fully so. Because I still was having issues where I would eat something and it felt like it was right here. So at the time, y'all, I was eating soups, and they had me on a diet where I was eating soups and like mashed potatoes and just stuff that I just was like, oh, I'm tired of eating this, y'all. I think I ate that for almost a year. And I was so tired of eating stuff like that, but this is the only thing that I could get down. And when I tell y'all, that was the most stressful situation ever to deal with. It was, y'all, because I couldn't eat. And I don't know if anybody has ever dealt with that before, but it is the most horrible and irritating feeling ever to feel like something is stuck here and you can't eat. They went down in my throat. That was my third surgery in that same year. I went, first was the gallbladder surgery. No, first was the kidney stone surgery, then the gallbladder surgery, and then they did the endoscopy. Because like I said, again, we thought it was something concerning cancer, being that the weight loss and the not eating and not able to eat. They went down. They could not figure out what was going on. They wanted to do a monocracy or it's some word start with an M, where they stick some up my nose and they go down, and they still need to go down in my throat because I still deal with that a little bit. I just haven't lost the weight. It's like weird, y'all. It's so crazy. I still eat, but everything has to be chewed up really, really well. Everything has to be, I can't eat. That's why I stopped eating meats. Like, I don't eat a lot of meat. I stopped eating fixed meats and stuff. My husband eats it, but I'm a veggie girl. I may eat some chicken or something like that, but as far as like a lot of like steaks and stuff like that, that's my husband's thing, you know, and he's kind of getting away from that too. But I just could not eat anything, y'all. It was so crazy, y'all, to have 3 surgeries in 1 year. But I did. I had 3 surgeries in 1 year. I was put to sleep 3 times. So when I say that, you know, God is for me, he is. It was nothing that I did. It was just my body. My body was just like, something was going on with my body. And with the help of the doctors and stuff, we were trying to figure all that out, you know. But I do want to say that I had those 3 surgeries, and then I got pregnant again. I could not imagine being pregnant and dealing with what I was dealing with pregnant. I don't know how I would have even got through that. So I do feel like God does all things well. And like I said, y'all, I'm still trying to get through life, and I'm still learning through this process that we call life or whatever, and I'm still trying to manage as much as I can. You know, I have a lot of things that are going great, and I have a lot of things that are going wrong. But through it all, God is consistently there, you know. And I know that he has a call, and I'm praying that, you know, my call is fulfilled and that I get to be what God wants me to be. But I do want to say that if you are dealing with anything, any type of sickness, if you don't feel right, go to the doctor. Hold on to God, because you are going to need him in those times, because it's hard to deal with any type of sicknesses that take you to the point where you're losing a lot of weight. You're not able to be normal to people and be out with people and hang with people, and you have to, you know, so more so be calm and lay around, you know, and kind of just to feel good or just to be, you know, that's not what God wants. Going through this, y'all, I could not see at the time when I was going through it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I could not see where God was in it, because I was like, Lord, you know, what's going on here? I'm dealing with all these different things, and I'm like, what are you doing to me? And I was mad because I was like, Lord, I don't get it. I just couldn't understand why I was dealing with all that, y'all. I was just so confused. And it's not like everything, the only thing that was separate from that, the epilepsy, was separate from the other things that I dealt with. The other things that I dealt with came back to back. It was like whoosh, that, boom, boom. And it was like, and it hit like a ton of bricks, y'all. And it's just crazy. You just never know what you're going to deal with in life, you know. But I'm grateful to God that I'm here, that I'm like, you know, able to, you know, be present, you know, and I just thank God. So, like I said, you guys, hold on to God, because I don't know where I would be really if I hadn't known God, or was saved, or hadn't had my husband who was a man of God, who's, you know, I don't know. But I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful for my daughters. Y'all, I'm going to get off of here because I have to go pick up my daughter. So, y'all, I will talk to y'all next time. And if y'all can relate to anything that I've discussed in this video, leave a comment below. Tell me your stories. Tell me all that, y'all. I want to hear it. And I pray that the Lord blesses you and keeps your health, and keeps you and keeps your family, or whoever's connected to you, because life is real, trials are real, but God is realer, and you better hold on. And like I said, y'all, and as I always say, as they serve you no purpose, let them go. Let him go, let her go, let them go, period. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, night, wherever you're watching this video. I love it.